Hey guys, this is Jason from Fabspeed. I'm accompanied by Greg from IPD. He flew all the way from California to meet up with us to go over some of the IPD product line and about the technologies that they use for their products.
It's a pleasure to be here at Fabspeed, a very impressive facility. Fabspeed is one of IPD's premier dealers, and we're happy to have a strong working relationship with them, and just thought we'd come out here and talk some shop, talk about what they do and how it helps work with the IPD plenum and how the IPD plenum works with their product.
So the most popular question that we get asked from the majority of our Porsche customers when they're looking into this modification is, why didn't Porsche implement this design from the factory?
Excellent question. Yeah, we've been getting that question for a long time. And it's an excellent question that the simple answer is, when Porsche designs a car, they don't just make the most ultimate car they possibly can. They're making a car that fits a certain niche in the market with a certain performance levels that competes with rival brands. If they left it up to the engineers to build the ultimate car, zero compromise, no improvements, they'd build another 959.
Right.
And we all know what happened to Porsche when they built the 959. Didn't really work out financially for them.
Right.
So being the most profitable car company in the world, they are very great at making something good enough, and especially the price point that they delivered at.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And can you talk about the dimpled design that you've spread across your
Absolutely.
product line?
Yeah. It's one of those things we initially experimented with the dimpled interior on the turbo applications, and it worked so well that we let that trickle down to all of the other plenums and white pipes.
Of course.
So it's dimpled in the critical areas, and it's performance gain. It's better than the smooth surface that we were running before. Matter of fact, at one time we were doing even an epoxy coating to smooth it out, so like it was a mirrored finish. But the dimple is an improvement over that.
So over all the testing, everything, this is the most optimized results that you're able to get.
Yes, absolutely. This is this is the design that we've come up with, and we've used it for both the standard plenum that utilizes the factory throttle body and our competition series, which upgrades to the next larger throttle body size.
Got it. Can you talk about how your R&D and how you test the products and how you determine the actual true real performance?
Absolutely, yeah. We're pretty proud of that at IPD. We spend a lot of time on the dynos and also real world driving, but everything starts off with what Porsche gives us.
Right.
And then we find out different ways to optimize that, and what we'll typically wind up doing is make not one or two, but like 4 or 5 different designs that we will test. And a lot of times, our product, these are going on 99% of the time on a street car.
Right.
So with that being said, we aim for that. A good power gains in the mid-range, something that's very streetable. So we've adjusted the merge collector on the plenums to achieve that ideal best case scenario for that street guy who also will go to the track. Maybe he does drag racing, maybe he'll do a Texas Mile thing. So yeah, we definitely spend a lot of time in the R&D.
That's good to hear. So that test modify.
Yes. Yeah. And we're pretty proud of that. I know I wouldn't sell the stuff if we didn't take those extra steps.
Right.
So it's a good product. We back it up with 100% money back guarantee. You install it, you don't like it, send it back.
Yeah, can't get better than that.
That's right.
I know the factory plenum is plastic. And Porsche chose to make it plastic for a specific reason, but you guys chose aluminum. Now, can you let me know specifically why you chose that type of material?
Exactly, and that's a great question as well. And oddly enough, if you look at the high-profile Porsche cars, the GT3s, the GT2s, RSs, a lot of the race cars, Porsche uses aluminum.
Right.
So it's only on the mass-produced pieces are they using like an ABS plastic. like we have here. And what's funny, is aluminum a good heat soak? Absolutely. But what's happening is they'll be in their car, they're driving it hard, they turn the car off, and then they get their hands inside the engine compartment, and they're touching the plenum, and they're like, wow, look at how hot this is. What they're not realizing is even though the aluminum does soak up the heat quickly, it also cools down quickly. And we've done the test where with the ambient air coming from the outside of the car and going through the aluminum manifold and the plenum, it's actually running cooler than with the plastic.
Right.
And we've done that test, and believe it or not, it's even a little bit more substantial than we originally thought. But yeah, it's only afterwards when you're touching it and when it's been sitting there does it feel hot. But under driving conditions, the aluminum actually runs cooler than the plastic. Question for you, Jason. So obviously, we're happy you're carrying our product and made it an integral part of your performance packages.
Absolutely.
How is that working for you, and what made you go and include these IPD plenums with your performance kits?
Yeah, I mean, really, here at Fabspeed, we're always looking to to optimize, to get the most power potential out of all of these vehicles, especially Porsche, and we've developed these great performance packages. And so we have intakes, the exhaust components, but IPD with the products that you guys offer, really it's really the only product on the market that actually replaces that area of the engine on the intake side and does an amazing job. For example, we have right here, this is the DFI plenum for a GT4, and it's a part of our GT450 package. So it's about 400 wheel horsepower, which really just changes the character of the vehicle.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, so you're looking at a little bit over 400 wheel horsepower, and we would not be able to get there without the plenum. Absolutely. So part of the package has higher flow filters, race headers, and a rear muffler section.
Okay.
But really, the special part of it is the plenum, and then along with tuning, kind of marries everything
That's what I was
together.
about to ask you. So you guys, you've developed your own proprietary software within the ECU to optimize all these hardware upgrades.
Right, absolutely. And particularly, we wouldn't be able to get to that 450 crank level without the plenum. It was basically, the last ingredient into the pot, which made us achieve that high horsepower number.
Yeah, that's one of the things too. Like a lot of people don't realize, with that GT4, it has a 991 Carrera S 3.8 liter engine in it.
Right.
Which normally has the 82 millimeter throttle body.
Right.
But Porsche again kind of put the shackles on the GT4. I know no one believes
held it back a bit.
Yeah, they had got that 74 on there, just like a 981 non-S, S, GTS. The GT4 has it, and it needs to breathe. So that's another reason it works well with your guys is you've optimized your exhaust, we're optimizing the intake, you put it all together with the Fabspeed tune. I mean, it's a wonderful package.
And we've actually found that, obviously we've reported major increase in performance on the dyno, but even just that old butt dyno, just driving experience, we've just increased, or we've gotten great feedback from either customers and even our technicians here, that they get the pulling power stronger right in the middle of the rev band where everyone wants it to be. So really, it's been an amazing product, and we use it as much as we can.
Now we're proud to be a part of the program.
Absolutely. Thanks, Greg.
Absolutely.